Now that you're in midlife, how are you finding new friends? I'm glad to be getting more clear about what I am, who I am, and what I want and who I want in my life. If we haven't met before, I'm Fleshay.
I'm Jessica Neighbor, and we are girlfriends of a certain age. We're going to talk about how to make new friends, how to keep the old ones, and what it feels like at this point in our lives. So I will just say that I cherish my friendships. I also, for my journey, have figured out that it's more important to me to have fewer really deep connections than lots and lots of like little small social ones. Maybe it's because I'm just less of a social butterfly these days, but I want to invest and reinvest in those friendships. They take some effort at this age. At the same time, it is fun to meet new people. And, with us now, like having kids who are older, who are doing their own things, being kind of in a groove in life, we may not have as many opportunities. So great to ask yourself the question after you spend time with somebody, do I feel full or do I feel drained? Do I feel energized when I feel full and when I feel drained?
Also, you and I have done plenty of therapy. And so I think too, like if you haven't had an opportunity to work with a therapist or a coach, that maybe now at this stage of life, it is so important to have that self-awareness. Because if you do what you've always done, you're going to get the same results you always got. Women our age, in my experience, the ones who are reaching out to other people, even strangers, are very open to friendship. So there are, I don't know if you've even scratched the surface of this, just like even a little bit, scratch the surface, looking for women, put in your age range, hiking, sewing, cooking, talking, stitch and bitch, like whatever the thing is, whatever you're into, whatever is lighting you up right now, there are other women using the internet to find each other. So we're in the Bay Area, San Francisco Bay Area, and I am a member of 3 meetup groups.
Wonderful.
Of women hiking, getting together, running their businesses together at this stage of life. There is so much, but you have to go look for it.
You have to.
Yeah. And so I highly recommend it because we are at this stage of life and everyone is understanding. It's time to get serious. If your business is not where you need it to be, this is the time to be getting it locked in. If you're lonely, if you need to get out and walk, your blood sugar is off the charts and you need to get exercise and you need some buddies, they are there.
I love that. Absolutely. And also taking classes, do something you love. I'm a huge improv person. I love it. I've met some really fun people and of different ages. So I have some young people who I'm really connecting with. I went on a lovely hike with a woman who had her first baby, and it was really, really fun to kind of be in a different phase of my life, but have her be sharing that. And she's also teaching me a couple of fun things. So I think that's so important. I also just know that I have to be me, and I am an intense bonder, and I know you are as well. I'm not someone who likes to sit around and just small talk all day. And there are genuinely people who like that.
Yes.
That is how they want to relate. That is their jam. It is not my jam, and I want to seek out the people who really want to go there. And not everyone is going to want to go there, I'm just testing the waters with people in a way that I think is really fun, to just feel like, do they want to go there? Are they open to that? Are we on the same thing? Rather than feeling like my way of doing it is wrong or trying to fit into their mode of operation, I'm going to find those people that really want to get there, with me. Sometimes those people are far and few between, right? Which is why I cherish you and my dear friends like you, because a lot of people are scared. A lot of people are conflicted. A lot of people have all kinds of issues for not going there. That is what I'm attracted to. That is what feeds me. And I'm just being real about it.
Sounds like you have done a version of this, but like for me, I have figured out little ways to find that out really early.
Tell us. What are a few of your...
I've got a good narcissism test. And some people love a person who's just so full of themselves and think nothing else exists but them. Some people find that charming.
Yeah.
Right? I just don't. So one good way you can test that is just to say no. Oh, I want to go have lunch at the new salad place. Oh, I don't want to go there. I'd like to go someplace else. Let's go to the new taqueria. You challenge a difficult person like that, a narcissist, they will generally lose their mind. They'll start trying to manipulate you. They'll ask it in 17 different ways. So that is like one of my early tests. And I actually just found there's someone new that I've met and I did my test. She failed. And I was like, good to know.
Yeah.
That's okay. I don't have to hate you for it.
Right.
But I'm going to take care of myself.
Yeah.
And I know because I study narcissism and narcissistic abuse, of which I am in full recovery of, I now know what to do and how to handle myself. And then with people who, I, like you, I just am not great at small talk. I can do it for maybe 2 minutes. And then what people tell me is that I make them cry because I'll just say something or I'll just, something channeled will come through and I just speak some mad truth at them and they just are like sobbing. And so like I realized that about myself. So I'll just ask like, oh gosh, I'm feeling really hot today. Any other girlfriends heating up today? Like where are you guys? Anyone having hot flashes? I say the thing.
Yeah.
And then the ones that turn bright red and recoil from me, I'm like, oh, okay. No, maybe there's my girl. And then she and I will go and talk. I have made so many new connections. I don't want to call them friendships yet because it's early.
Right.
Oh, that's the other thing.
Yeah.
Is not calling someone a friend too soon.
That's right.
Yeah.
Which, as recovering people pleasers, we tend to want to, be friends and be friendly with everyone, but being friendly does not make them your friend.
Thank you. Did not learn that until my late 40s. And I think too, like Facebook, like, oh, I friended her, or I friended them. It's like it changed what the word meant in the culture.
Yeah.
It meant like vanity metrics.
Yeah.
It meant something about you. Oh, I've got 7,000 people following me on Facebook. I'm somebody. And it brings up some kind of false pride or something that's just kind of empty.
And yet it's an interesting time in midlife where I feel like as women, we're really shifting. My hormones shifted. I have like a really different point of view since menopause. So we refer to it as a second puberty or a second spring. So in a funny way, we're also in a real mind shift era, which I think makes us both open to meeting new people and trying on different new relationships, but can also create a little bit of like a landmine field about like how you navigate this with your kind of new point of view. So just reminding ourselves that we know our bodies know what we're doing. We're just becoming more of ourselves, and whatever sort of artifice that we maybe felt like we had to hold on to in our younger adulthood, hopefully we can shed that away and let go of that, right? And really find those authentic people. And those people who don't want to shed their artifice and who don't want to get real can absolutely hang out with their, costumes on together. That is fine. You do you. Or for whatever reason, that chemistry just doesn't click. And I just think that is such a gift that I have given to myself, which is I am not forcing this. I am not forcing anything. I'm gonna vibe it. And your tip about taking it slow is so smart, because new friendships, especially for people who want to go deep, are really like another relationship.
Oh yeah.
And we should have a courtship, right? We should have a trial time, and know that we're testing the waters, but we can pull back at any point. So don't feel obligated.
I think that is the biggest gift we can give ourselves and each other.
Yeah.
Because when we're using our energy properly, everybody wins. Everybody
Yeah.
feels healed. Everybody feels nourished. When we're using our energy badly, everybody loses. Everyone feels depleted. Everyone is hurt and angry and resentful. So notice what track you find yourself in and around what people.
I also think that in practicing this, we could actually do a lot of help in our world, because we need a coalition, y'all. It's not working with us all in our little camps, like holding on to our really strong identities. We need to somehow find some commonality. So I feel like the more honest and open and real we can be, I think the more opportunity we're going to have to attract people that are being authentic. And it doesn't necessarily mean the same.
Right. Oh, I
Ding,
just got
ding.
chills. Right.
Right? Because then that is actually how we can make real lasting change. And we need to on so many levels. So I'm I think that this kind of daily practice, if we can remind ourselves, isn't only going to do ourselves good, but it's going to do each other some real good.
I just had this beautiful vision. You know, our country, we live in America, is so divided. And we're seeing this all around the
We
world.
are.
What if it was women? What if it was women in midlife and beyond who were the ones held back together? What if that healing was going to happen through the women? What if we're the ones we've been waiting for? This idea of, I don't agree with you, and yet I can still hold space with you.
That's right.
Or be loving toward you.
Let's do it. Let's do it, ladies. I'm fired up. Let's do it.
I'm fired up. Let's do it. Girlfriend, thank you so much for joining us today and being a part of this conversation. Leave us a comment, share this episode with somebody who needs to hear this message. I really want to reach more women and have all of us just talking about the things. How can we improve our friendships? How can we improve even our friendships with ourselves? We didn't even talk about that as much, but all of it. How can we connect all of it together?
100%. And a little plug, if you are listening on a podcast stream, please do give us a rating if you love it. It really helps us reach more like-minded ladies like yourself. So take that moment to do that. We will love you eternally, and we'll get the message out to more people who need to hear this. So until next time, girlfriends, bye.